discussed below importance of this and how many challenges you can meet with this. Compliance. Majority challenges of what you should to do in your activity in pharmacovigilance field is provide compliance for regulatory guidance. Regulatory requirements for drug safety monitoring. This guidance ensures that pharmaceutical companies comply with safety monitoring regulation to protect public health. Global regulatory framework explores the diverse regulatory frameworks worldwide and their impact for pharmacovigilance activity. When we're talking about PSMF, pharmacovigilance master file, and standard operating procedure, you should take into account all requirements and to build pharmacovigilance system on global level and local level and related. Plus, you see how different, for example, legislation, Saudi Arabia, Arabic regions, they have requirement. For example, East Philippines, again, Malaysia. For example, Brazil have so to Europe. Plus, you follow and check which country needs local PV. For example, Germany for sure require local PV in territory of Germany, and you should include it. Plus, for example, if we've been talking about CIS country, local PV needed for Ukraine, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Belarus, Armenia, Azerbaijan, and how to build it, how to relate it, all requirements. It's position of global manager pharmacovigilance and relate all PV system in one and reflect it in pharmacovigilance master file, how to write, describe it. And when you will follow to my webinar seminars, I think you will organize and apply seminars, for example, Europe. When you will come to get this knowledge, it will be 5-7 days schools, and you will find this knowledge not just theory, but practicing, including global regulatory frameworks, exploring the diverse regulatory frameworks worldwide and their impact again on pharmacovigilance activity. Role of regulatory authorities. QPPV 24 hours, 7 days for every regulatory authorities. Telephone, by telephone, by email. You should have all messengers because regulatory authority can find you in them. Social media, you should be very active on social media because patients see your activity, your patient will understand. And it's very important even for image your company. Knowledge, your position, your aim, safety of patients, and collaboration with regulatory authority. You cannot, for example, make some activity without previously agreement with regulatory authority. As my advice, for example, you find a signal, yes, you collaborate with regulatory authority. You find a new risk, or you have some problems, for example, with reportings, for example, XML file, your database not so compliant, and regulatory authority can see, okay, we have problems, collaborate with you, not just you, but involve it, technical support, your IT support, who will help you. Strict collaboration, adherence, pharmacovigilance regulations, the important of strict adherence pharmacovigilance regulations for drug safety standards, reporting and documentation standards. For documentation standards, I'm planning to provide, to conduct seminar and afterward master class for writing every documentation. Because you can pass, first of all, theoretical part, then while you're going to do it with your own hands, you will not get any questions. But when you will write document, you will say, okay, I have question. You will need support. It's very important to understand that you will find answers. Concerning reporting documentation standards are reporting required, reflecting in your standard operation process. Starting your building your system, and again afterwards maintenance, it's a standard operating process concerning QPPV training and then critical process of pharmacovigilance when we're talking about regulatory part of pharmacovigilance. Standards reporting requirement explores the need for standards reporting of adverse drug reaction to maintain data integrity. Documentation of safety data, the significance of meticulous documentation to ensure a comprehensive analysis of safety data. Requirement and compliance ICCR, individual case safety report, your database approaches and your database possibilities, your pharmacovigilance medical writing documentation, very important too. Adverse event reporting system, understand the structure and function of adverse event reporting system for effective pharmacovigilance. Compliance for reporting timelines, importance of timely reporting, very important time framework, and its finding of inspection and audits. Your pharmacovigilance system, from your pharmacovigilance system, not in time provided to regulatory authority, your documentation, master file for requirement, according data reflecting, for example, in legislation, periodic safety of data report, risk management plan, not in time updated risk management plan, non in time reporting, ICCR individual safety report. It's very important. It will be finding, and it's aim of your quality system pharmacovigilance, quality of your pharmacovigilance system. Signal detection and risk assessment. Signal detection methodologies. Exploring various methodologies used to detect signals of potential safety concern associated with medicinal products. Risk assessment and benefit risk analysis. Understand the process of related risk associated with medication and performance benefit risk analysis. Providing risk management plans. The development and implementation of risk management plans to minimize potential risk associated with drugs. Impact of signal detection for public health. Assessing the part of detection, safeguard, and patient safety. Quality assurance and quality monitoring. Your pharmacovigilance system should have two parts of quality system: quality control and quality assurance. And everything, all your system should be compliant for requirement legislation on global level and in every country on national level. Quality control measures. The implementation of robust quality control measure to ensure the accuracy and reliability of pharmacovigilance data. Very important. Your audits of pharmacovigilance system according your global procedure of concerning on audits. Then shall be a procedure audits of pharmacovigilance system with duration, with how often you will, with how often you will provide this audits. It's very important to find, I'm calling the right auditors for your pharmacovigilance system. If your master file not reflected in your plan for conducting audits, it will be critical issue for inspection. Be sure, thinking about it right now, not waiting how how it will come, when it will come, this inspection. Compliance monitoring and audits. Importance of regular compliance monitoring audits to maintain high standards of pharmacovigilance practice. Adherence of good pharmacovigilance practice, the significance of adherence to good pharmacovigilance practices to uphold the quality, integrity, of safety data. Continue to improve pharmacovigilance process and enhance overall quality assurance standard, quality control and quality assurance. Quality control is how process control right now. For example, documents has been written and your quality system, pharmacovigilance system, in part of quality control, checking quality compliance of this document right now. Quality assurance providing, for example, compliance with standard and operation procedure on time. It means that of drug safety profile, impact of digital technologies, assessing the impact technologies and the role in it. Role technology and pharmacovigilance. I won't pay attention again. Enhancing data collection analysis. Your right choice will be way of successful right choice of database. It's one of way of your successful getting success in your pharmacovigilance system. Utilizing artificial intelligence for signal detection. Artificial intelligence enhances the efficiency of detecting potential signals of adverse drug reaction. Digital platform for real-time reporting. Digital tools enable real-time reporting of adverse events, improving the timelines of data collection. Utilizing big data for risk assessment. Big data analytics assist in defining patterns, trends to assess the risk of adverse drugs reactions. Leveraging mobile application for patient report, mobile app to report adverse reaction, increasing patient engagement. Streamline surveillance and monitoring, implementing electronic health records. Electronic record system facilitates the integration of pharmacovigilance activity with patient medical records for comprehensive monitoring. Automation of signal validation processes. Automated processes reduce manual efforts to improve the accuracy of signal validation pharmacovigilance. Integration of wearables and IoT devices. Incorporated wearable devices and IoT technology and enhancing continuous monitoring of patient health and medication outcomes. Utilizing blockchain for secure data sharing. Blockchain technology ensures secure and transparent sharing for pharmacovigilance data among stakeholders. Improving regulatory compliance in pharmacovigilance. Automation of regulatory submission. Automated processes streamline the preparation, submission of regulatory reports, ensuring compliance with reporting requirement. It may not just be in higher level your pharmacovigilance database, or for example, management documentation system, but for example, IAM system for regulatory, your department, for example, your quality assurance in global level, and all systems should be related. It's why it's very important implementation pharmacovigilance system and pharmaceutical system on your company. Quality system. Utilize real-world evidence for regulatory decision. Real-world evidence obtained through technology aids regulatory authorities making informed decisions on drug safety and efficacy. Enhancing pharmacovigilance audits through data analytics. Data analytics tools improve the efficiency and accuracy of pharmacovigilance audits, ensuring adherence to regulatory standards. Integration of artificial intelligence for advanced event assessment. Artificial integration supports standards assessment of adverse event, enhancing regulatory reporting process, facilitated signal detection and risk management. Utilizing machine learning for predictive modeling. Machine learning algorithms aid in predicted potential safety issues and facilitated proactive risk management strategies. Implemented data mining for signal prioritization. Data mining techniques assist in prioritization signals, leveraging natural language processing, NLP. NLP technologies enable efficient analysis on a structured data, enhances signal detection and risk assessment, utilizes predictive analytics for trend analysis, predictive analytical tools, identify emerging trends and adverse events, supporting proactive risk management measures, enhancing patient-centric engagement. Mobile health tools empower patients to actively participate in monitoring their medication experiences, enhancing patient engagement, integration of patient reporting outcomes, incorporation patient reporting outcomes into pharmacovigilance process provide valuable insight into patient experiences and contribute to improved safety measures. Future trends in pharmacovigilance, advancement in technology and pharmacovigilance. Again, integration of artificial intelligence and machine learning signal detection. It's first, utilization of big data analytics for safety surveillance. Big data analytics enables identification of safety signals from diverse sources, improving the proactive monitoring of drug safety, enhancing use of mobile health application for reporting that every patient, every medical doctor, healthcare professional, pharmacist will get ability to report in time when he see adverse reaction. Mobile health application for reporting facilitates real-time adverse event reporting, enhancing patient engagement data collection for pharmacovigilance, blockchain technology for secure data management. Blockchain ensures secure and immutable storage of pharmacovigilance data, enhancing transparency and data integrity. Global collaboration and regulatory harmonization, international data sharing for every signal detection, harmonization pharmacovigilance regulation, standardization of adverse event terminology, and establishment of global pharmacovigilance network. Patient-centric approach engagement will include improving patient and reporting adverse events, utilization of social media and patient forum, patient education and risk communication, and incorporation of patient reporting outcomes and safety reporting. Real-world evidence and pharmacovigilance, utilization of real-world data for safety assessment, leveraging real-world data enhances safety assessment by capturing medication use effectiveness and safety in diverse patient population. Integration of electronic health records in signal detection. Electronic health records contribute valuable real-world evidence for signal detection and assessment for medication safety profile. Evidence generation for post-marketing surveillance. Real-world evidence generation support post-marketing surveillance effort, providing insight into long-term medication safety and effectiveness. Incorporation for patient-centered outcomes research outcomes. Incorporate patient-centered outcomes research enriches pharmacovigilance by focusing on outcomes that matter most patients. Ethical consideration pharmacovigilance. Ethical use of patient data and safety monitoring. Informed consent data transparency. Ethical consideration signal evolution and risk minimization. And adherence to regulatory and ethical guidelines. Now we will continue, and I will pay you attention, essential knowledge for pharmacovigilance specialists, because how I say, to become higher qualified special pharmacovigilance is of barrier. You all time does not know where you will meet risk, where you will find signal. Your time should be ready. You samurai, and all time you should be ready for work, for hard work, and for monitoring, for analyzing. And for QPPV, 24 hours, 7 days readiness is big challenging too. But without knowledge, you are nothing. It's why I would like pay attention on importance of necessary knowledge for pharmacovigilance dispensing. Sometimes it sounds rude, I understand. But from my experience, from experience in other open leader, from very hot discussion, you will see same conclusion. You should have knowledge. First of all, it's medical and pharmacology knowledge. Without it, you will not become high qualified pharmacovigilance specialist. What you should understand many aspects. Yes, it's from one side, it's clinical pharmacology knowledge. From another side is drug interaction, for polypharmacy, drug-inducing condition, how to prevent class-specific adverse reaction, and how minimize it, drug mechanism interaction, and understanding how drug works, their pharmacodynamic, pharmacokinetic, potential interaction with other drugs, and not just with drugs, with food, with devices, with vaccines, with cosmetics, with surrounding, because it can be cause of adverse reaction too. Asymptotic, but it's true. Adverse drug reaction, ability to identify and differentiate source of adverse reaction. What is this? It's signs of disease, it's signs of comorbidity, of another drugs, of interaction drugs. What it is, how minimize it. It can be medication error, it can be off-label use, it can be different types, and you will detect it and minimize it. Understanding parallel disease mechanism and differentiate drug-related effects from underlying disease symptoms. Epidemiology, data analysis skills, knowledge of statistical methods and epidemiological techniques for analyze drug safety data and identify patterns that might indicate safety issues. Study design, ability to design, implement, interpret the result of observation study in clinical trials, which are crucial for generating safety and efficacy data. Regulatory knowledge, international national regulators, familiarity with regulatory requirements for pharmacovigilance in different jurisdictions, including knowledge of guidance issued by authorities such as FDA, United States Food Drug Administration, European Medicine Agency, and ICH, International Council for Harmonization Technical Requirements for Pharmaceutical Human Use. Reporting standard, understanding how to properly document and report adverse reaction to regulatory agencies adherent to mandatory reporting timelines and format. Clinical practice experience, patient care, insight into patient care practice help in understanding the practical aspects of drug use in real-world settings, enhancing the interpretation of reporting drug effects and compliance issues. Risk-benefit assessment, ability to assess the balance between the therapeutic benefits of medication and its potential risks, which are fundamental for making clinical regulatory decisions. Technical skills, database management, proficiency in management database, the store safety data, including skills in data entry, extraction, and analysis. Information technology, familiarity with pharmacovigilance software and system used for data collection, signal detection, such Argus, Global, or for example, different as Viva database, and NOV database, pharmacovigilance database, IVIA database. Now many databases, you choose what kind of database are perfect exactly for your company, for your pharmacovigilance department, for your pharmacovigilance service. Communication skills, stakeholder interaction, ability to communicate effectively with around stakeholders, including healthcare professionals, patients, regulatory authorities, and pharmaceutical industry. Reporting and documentation skills is writing clear, comprehensive safety reports, risk assessment, and regulatory submissions. Ethical and legal knowledge, ethical standards, understanding ethical issue related to patient confidentiality, informed consent, ethical conduct, and clinical trials. Legal implication, knowledge of the legal aspects surrounding pharmacovigilance, including liability, intellectual property, issues in the legal consequences or non-compliance with safety regulation. Good practice guidance, GXP knowledge, familiarity with good clinical practice GCP, good manufacturing practice GMP, good laboratory practice GLP, good distribution practice GDP, all which influence pharmacovigilance activity. And you can find it in my presentation, GXP standards, important for pharmacovigilance, one kind of knowledge, exactly for which field of GXP. Continuing education, lifelong learning, committed to ongoing education training to stay updated with the latest development, drug safety, pharmacovigilance practices, and evolving regulatory escapes. Critical management knowledge from pharmacovigilance, it's very important field for pharmacovigilance too. Risk assessment and early detection. Signal detection, ability to quickly identify and assess signals from pharmacovigilance data that might indicate a potential safety issue. This includes using advanced analytic and monitoring tools to spot trends and anomalies. Risk evaluation skills in assessing based on risk level. Crisis planning and preparedness. Crisis response plan. Knowledge and how to develop and maintain crisis response plan that include defined roles and responsibility, communication strategies, and decision-making processes. Simulation and training. Conducting regular training exercise simulation to ensure that pharmacovigilance team and other stakeholders are prepared to act quickly and effectively in crisis. Rapid response, quick decision making. Skills is in making quick and informed decisions based on limited or evolving information. This requires strong foundation pharmacological, and regulatory knowledge. Research mobilization, understanding how to quickly mobilize and allocate resources, including personnel, technology, information to respond to crisis. Crisis management, it's very important. Communication and crisis management. Internal communication ensures the communication with the organization is relevant stakeholders, is swift and clear to coordinate an effective response. Public communication, developing skills and communicate with the public and media. This includes preparing press releases, conducting press conference, and uses social media effectively to manage public perception, the prevalent misinformation. Regulatory communication, maintain open lines of communication with regulatory authorities to ensure they are informed and involved in the management of the crisis. Legal and ethical consideration, compliance, knowledge of legal or regulatory requirements that must be adhered to during crisis, including reporting obligation, ethical decision-making, balancing ethical considerations such as patient confidentiality and the public right to know during the crisis. Post-crisis analysis and learning, review and debrief, skills in conducting thorough post-crisis reviews to determine what was handled well and what could be improved. This includes analyzing the effectiveness of the crisis response and the impact of the crisis on public health, implemented changes. ability to implement the changes based on lessons and learning from the crisis, adjusting policies, procedures, and crisis plans are necessary to improve future responses. Stakeholder engagement, building relationship, establishing and maintain strong relationship with stakeholders, including healthcare providers, regulatory authorities, patient organizations, and the media to support effective collaboration during the crisis. A continuous monitoring, ongoing surveillance, continue to monitor safety data intensively even after a crisis appears to be resolved to ensure no recurring or new issues relied. Role healthcare professional in pharmacovigilance, we will talk about now, a little bit summarized. It's adverse event identification reporting, promotion of patient safety, education, and awareness initiatives. Now, I want to go ahead and continue topic about knowledge, important GXP standards for pharmacovigilance. GVP, as I told, is a main book like Bible, Quran for Muslims, or different release. It's main book for pharmacovigilance specialists. What is include? Regulatory compliance, safety monitoring, risk management, quality assurance. Important GCP knowledge for pharmacovigilance include ensuring patient safety, ethical standard, safety monitoring. When we're talking about regulatory compliance, it includes global standards, audit inspection readiness. It's same approach like for GVP, audit inspection readiness for QPPV, 24 hours, 7 days. Data integrity and quality, reliable data collection, documentation practice, effective communication, stakeholder engagement, transparency reporting, risk management, proactive safety measures, post-marketing surveillance, professional development, skills enhancement, career opportunities, and when we talk in GCP, medical writing too, it's writing participation in design of clinical trials in part of safety. It's taking part in writing of investigator brochure. It's safety management plan writing, and afterward they develop a safety update report. Important GMP knowledge for pharmacovigilance, including ensuring product quality and safety, consistent drug production, control of contaminants, prevented quality-related drug incidents, QPPV involved in every serious problems, unexpected problems with quality for randomized risk. What should do QPPV? It's randomized risk and shows compliance, quality-related drug incident will influence on safety one patient and population overall. Supporting regulatory compliance approvals include compliance with regulation, facilitating investigation, enhancing public trust, assurance of safety efficacy, supporting post-marketing surveillance include quality data for risk assessment, risk mitigation, influencing pharmacovigilance outcomes, identification of product-specific issues. And I can say that it's everything related. It's just collaboration, interaction between QPPV, again, EQP will provide success of your pharmaceutical company. Important GLP knowledge for pharmacovigilance, ensuring quality, integrity for preclinical data, include reliable safety data credibility. Remember, exceedant with thalidomide on level GLP. Standardization of safety assessment, consistent methodologies and replicability, regulatory compliance, meeting regulatory requirements, audit inspection readiness, risk identification management, early risk detection, informed risk mitigation strategies, supported ethical research practice, ethical standard, facilitated global drug development, including harmonization, building public and stakeholder trust, confidence in drug safety. Important good Good distribution practice knowledge for pharmacovigilance include maintain drug safety and efficacy, including quality assurance, ensures the pharmaceutical product are stored, handled, and transported under suitable conditions for maintaining their quality, safety, and efficacy. This is vital because compromising drug quality can directly affect patient safety and could lead to adverse reactions that are not due to the drug inherent property, but to quality defect. Traceability of medicinal product tracking or tracing, preventing counterfeit medicine, counterfeit detection, and pharmacovigilance will be involved within it too. Regulatory compliance, meeting legal requirement, risk management, including mitigation risk, enhancing public trust, consumer confidence. Important GDP knowledge includes to support and pharmacovigilance activity. You should have safety data exchange agreement with every distributor in every country where your products, where your medicines are in circulation state, are registering, go to circulation, selling, good distribution working, safety data exchange agreement, beside all partners, every partners in every country where you have, with regularly exchanging information, plus with every distribution practice. Its finding will be absent the safety data exchange with distributors will be finding due audits and due inspection too. Integration results the GXT disciplines holistic approach to drug safety. It's again interaction between this way GDP, GMP, DCP, and as a result, GVP, because we will find risk, if we should minimize. But while we will not reason the risk, how we will minimize. Adverse event report and data analysis, it's about databases, and it depends from you how you successful will choose your database, duplicate detection, signal detection, medical assessment, database should be validated, QPV should be no validated version, database, if you will have clinical trials, conduct clinical trials, it should include fields for drug, placebo-controlled drugs, clinical trials, for drug comparator, and plus different should be provided according GCP standard, not 15 days, but 7 days in time framework, not just to regulatory authority, but for ethical committee reporting adverse reactions to SAR. And it's a very big piece of cake, I'm saying, for pharmacovigilance system too, and for QPPV, it's huge challenge. Data analysis and pharmacovigilance include to signal detection, risk assessment, threat analysis, plus don't forget about MedDRA coding, implementation MedDRA coding in database to forget about many people saying, okay, let's use Excel. Database, I say it's not database because Excel cannot get validated. Quality assurance and compliance. Compliance monitoring, including audit and inspection and continuous improvement. It's part of your specialist quality, part of your pharmacovigilance system, quality control and quality assurance. It's very important too. It's model 1 GXP.